We have some big fight announcements. So December 6th, we are seeing Merab taking on Petr Yan for the second time after defending his belt against Corey Sandhagen less than 3 months prior. This guy is really the definition of an active champion. I respect and admire Merab so much, and it's for reasons like this. The guy is not scared to fight and fight and fight. And in his first fight with Petr Yan, he was victorious, of course. He shot 49 takedown attempts, the record in the octagon, 49 takedown attempts, and was successful with 11 of them. So a little under 1/4 of his takedown attempts he was successful on. Now, I expect a very similar result in this rematch. I think there's not really many other options for the UFC. Merab called out Petr Yan, so clearly it's a fight that he wants, and Petr Yan coming off some good victories, so you could say he's just as deserving, if not more, than anyone else at the top of that division. So Merab's going to keep racking up these wins, and I really foresee a pretty easy victory here against Petr Yan, a man he's already defeated. There's that Georgia-Russia thing where Merab has said he will never let a Russian defeat him. And I expect with that mentality, Merab comes out victorious yet again, of course. And the co-main, another championship bout, we have Alexandre Pantoja defending his belt against Joshua Van. Joshua Van has looked incredible. His hands are fantastic. I love watching this guy fight. There's not many flyweights I get super excited to watch fight, but Joshua Van is certainly one of them. Alexandre Pantoja making a name for himself as, besides for Mighty Mouse, the GOAT of that flyweight division. There's nobody that can beat him. And I foresee him getting a dominant victory over Joshua Van. Joshua Van, of course, could catch him. He has great hands, but I don't foresee him being able to fend off the takedowns. Maybe for one round, maybe two. But Pantoja, I do see him finally getting to Van's neck and getting a submission in this fight. Now, what I find interesting is they have these guys back to back. They both are on that December 6th card. And what I think is going to happen is Alexandre Pantoja is going to challenge Merab Dvalishvili for that bantamweight title. There's no one else left for Pantoja to fight. Once he defeats Joshua Van, I mean, realistically, he's defeated pretty much everybody. The only thing that logically makes sense is him going up to challenge Merab for that belt because Merab is facing a similar issue. He has no one else left to challenge for that title. So Pantoja, it's win-win for Pantoja. If he goes up and loses, well, he went up. He's a savage. He went up and challenged Merab Dvalishvili, the GOAT of the bantamweight division. And if he goes up and wins, well, it's extra win. He just defeated the GOAT of the bantamweight division, which would make him not only a potential GOAT of the flyweight division, I don't think he'll ever be considered greater than Mighty Mouse, but a potential GOAT of that division, and then he defeats the GOAT of the bantamweight division. I mean, of course Pantoja wants this. Of course. And then for Merab, it should be a pretty winnable matchup for him. So I think he would accept this challenge. So I think that's what's being set up there. And then we also have Henry Cejudo taking on Peyton Talbott. Now, Peyton Talbott suffered pretty brutal loss not too long ago. He was one of the hottest prospects in the UFC. The UFC was really pushing him. He's a good-looking guy. He's an interesting guy. And his fighting style is entertaining. He is not going to be able to defend the takedown against Henry Cejudo. I mean, Henry Cejudo is getting a layup here. A big name. I guess the UFC kind of feels like, well, we're kind of not really feeling like Talbott's ever going to become anything great, so might as well feed him to Henry Cejudo. Henry can get a nice victory here and maybe make one more push to challenge for that title against Merab because, like I mentioned, there's no one left in that division. Of course, he's already defeated Henry, so maybe just lap the division again. If he doesn't fight Pantoja, just keep fighting guys again. Fight Petr Yan again. Fight Henry Cejudo again. Fight Corey Sandhagen again. Fight Umar Nurmagomedov again. Keep lapping the division. I mean, that would be pretty incredible, too, if he laps the entire division. I mean, no one's ever really done that. That would be pretty special. But yeah, that's December 6th. We got some big announcements for that day, and I'm excited to see what else they add to that card. And that's all I got for you guys. If you love MMA, if you love UFC, subscribe to my channel. It just takes a little click. It's such a simple little thing you can do. and it means so much to me, and I promise that I will entertain you with my content. I put a lot of energy into this. So, as always, stay tuned for the next one. MMT out.